All right. Things you never thought you'd see.
Oh.
Jeremy Sutton, Jeremy Booyer, and Bub Boyd in a Doe Run Raceway shirt. What the heck is going on, folks?
Just had these made today.
Did we? Man, fresh off the vinyl printer or what?
I think we look
Bates Ink and
fine.
Apparel.
So, I know folks are wondering what's going on here, but
Well.
we already got almost 100 people ready to watch this live breaking news. And, well, I guess it's not really breaking because, kind of got broke Friday, but
it got pretty well broke.
yeah,
I mean,
got broke. Yeah. We, decided we'd come on and do a podcast here. I know Jeremy normally does this, but I'll take a swing at it. Here we are on the Dirty Right Rear podcast. We got myself.
What?
Hey, you're going to be the interviewer or the interviewee today.
This time.
Yeah, this is all different.
I always
so.
do the intro.
Yeah, so we got Jeremy Sutton here, Jeremy Booyer, co-host of Dirty Right Rear podcast, and Chris Bub Boyd down there on the end. I think you all know him.
Yep, Chris Boyd Jr.
He's making some. He's the first guest to be on twice in 1 week.
I'm honored.
Yeah,
Honored.
Yep. We'll let that cat out of the bag in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get on. We'll get along with you here shortly, but.
All right.
This is weird seeing no shirts on that crew. I know, man. It's things you never thought you'd see, right? Kind of funny, but let's get on with it. Jeremy, why are we here? What has happened this week?
Well, I mean, we'll get all sentimental and serious right off the bat.
Let's do it.
I mean, everybody does know that I like to have fun, so this will be fun. Don't get me wrong. This will be, still a lot of chaos, craziness, and just me joking around about stuff. But this is a pretty big serious deal. I mean, it's going to be serious. I'm taking it serious. I love it, but I'm just like everything else. It's going to be a wild, wild ride. But so as everybody knows, Doe Run Raceway sold. It's been for sale for a while, but it officially did sell. And I mean, as everyone's seen the Facebook posts, Sam Coleman is part of a development group, and the development group bought the racetrack. And I mean, as a lot of people know, he is in businesses and has a big family and does a lot of stuff. So obviously he's not going to be able to keep his, hands and do everything. He's got tons on his plate. So he said, "Hey, Jeremy, here's some keys." And I said, "Let's rock and roll." So you're looking at.
So you are the
general manager,
and promoter.
What I don't know what else it is.
Can we actually say Doe Run or
Doe Run Raceway?
We don't have to say the little track south of Farmington no more.
Not anymore, man. We're Doe Run Raceway, full steam ahead. gonna rip it, man. I mean, I can't really tell you guys. I mean, I joked around for weeks on here, going, "Man, somebody needs to buy that so I can promote that and run that thing." And didn't really think that was gonna happen.
Yeah, so we'll backtrack here. 3 weeks ago Friday, so 3 weeks and 2 days ago, I got a text from Jeremy at like 6:30 in the morning that said, "I just done something really stupid." I heard it and I opened it and I'm like, I'm going back to sleep. Put the phone down. 20 minutes later, I get a text that said, "If you bought a racetrack, what would you name it?" What the hell are you doing?
It's like a scary movie because it happened on Halloween, didn't it? 3 weeks ago, 2 days.
I don't even
like
remember,
that.
man.
I think it
was around there, at
It
least.
was Halloween.
It was.
Because
I
I went to
thought you were
Cole
joking.
Kinsley's house.
Oh,
Trick
yeah,
or treat.
yeah.
And
Okay.
And I wanted to say something to Cole, and I was like, I don't know if Cole knows. So
Well, I mean, it was, and I say it was a long drawn out deal. It really was like 7 days.
yeah,
I mean, the fastest thing I've ever seen done in my life. And I mean, it actually was going to be done a little earlier, and then, all paperwork and all that. And I was like, "There ain't no way this is getting done for the end of the year." But I mean, they made it happen, man. And I mean, I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, and
everything was official Friday afternoon and
Friday.
closed.
Yep.
And
It's done, man. And I mean, hold on.
So let's just, how good does that feel just to say I am the general manager and promoter of
I mean, it's awesome,
the
but
Doe Run Raceway?
I mean, I keep telling everybody I'm super pumped and excited. And I think this is an awesome deal, but I'm nervous too, because a lot of people do say, your friends now are not going to be your friends because no one's happy and all this. And hey, I may do a worse job than what we have now, but I don't. hey, I'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm not gonna, we're not gonna. Here's one thing I do want to point out: I'm not listening to a bunch of crap. I'm not listening to a bunch of noise from what's happened over the years and how this happened, and man, that guy sucked, and this sucks, and all this stuff. I'm done with that noise, man. We're going forward. We're excitement. We got new people, and I mean, you're gonna see a lot of familiar faces. I mean, it ain't like the whole thing's gone crazy, and I mean, the track, everyone knows it. Great facility. I never ever once have said, it's a terrible facility or anything. So we're going forward. We're going positive. We're going excitement, man. We're rocking and rolling. I'm pumped up. We're going to, try to make things happen. I know everyone that gets something new, they think they're going to do it bigger and better. And I am saying that we're going to do it bigger. We're going to try to do it better. We're going to do everything. But obviously when it boils down to it, we may not do nothing but have a racetrack and have races and do whatever we got. But hey, I mean, fresh faces, fresh things is always a good positive thing to roll into, and that's what I'm here for, man. I'm not going to listen to, I know everyone, wasn't happy with what's going on and all this other stuff, but we're done with that, man. We don't want to listen to any of that, and we're moving forward. Yep. It's all noise, man, and we're just here to make it the best track we can, biggest track in the country. I mean, that's all talking crap, but I'm still saying we're going to make it what we can make it, and it's going to freaking be badass. And we're just going to try to do things that we know that we can do and we can make happen and bring people back into this place. And, we're going to try to pack it. We're going to do everything. And I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just
read that comment.
Tim Nash's comment.
There's a lot of stuff. Well, and before we get into all this kind of stuff, we're first. I know we're going to be doing a lot of an announcing on the podcast page just because I'm a part of the podcast, but we don't officially have the Facebook has to get transferred over, and since it's a business, I don't know all that stuff. But for the next week or so, if whatever you see on that is not going to be us, I don't know if they still have it or what's really going on. I'm not really worried about it, but we won't have access to the Facebook page for a week or something. So all that's, whatever, we'll be doing stuff through here for now, and just, keep watching this, and I'm sure we'll be posting on all our personal pages about everything too. But that is, man, everyone's welcome back. I mean, can I say that some people ain't gonna get banned again? No. I mean, people may get banned for something. You do something stupid, I guess you may get banned, but no, this is a clean slate. I mean, all of us are coming back to have fun, get excited, and, just make it something that we can just have fun again. And I keep telling everybody this whole deal, a lot of people, and not to bring up negative stuff, I keep saying I'm not going to do that, but a lot of people always are like, well, we got to go to the races tonight. But back when I raced, man, we worked till Friday. So Friday we were like, man, I can't wait to get to the racetrack. I can't wait to get to the racetrack. I think a lot of people fell off that and just kind of have been like, well, we got a race car. We feel like it's a job, or we got to go racing. Not because of the track either, but it just, when you aren't having as much fun or something like that, you feel like it is a job or whatever. But I want to bring it back where we're like, I'm working for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working for the weekend. I was going to throw out the band's name that did that, but I can't think of the song. Ain't a song, Working for the Weekend? I think it's Loverboy, yeah. I wasn't sure, but I'm working for the weekend, man. I know there's going to be a lot on my plate, and I know nobody's going to get to talk because I'm going crazy, but there's going to be a lot on my plate, but hey, I'm taking it. I'm going to run with it. If I can't handle it, I guess, I don't know what'll happen, but we'll figure it out.
I do want to say, somebody said in the comments, and it's true, man, it's been a great week for racing in our area. So between the announcement with Farmington Wednesday night and this announcement, and also I do want to, I'm going to take it from Booyer here, but the Doe Run is going to work with Farmington and other local tracks. So everybody's going to get along. There's going to be a lot of give and take on a lot of things there. We'll get into that later maybe, but I just want to say I'm excited, and I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see Doe Run thrive again, and we all know what it can be, and hopefully it goes back to that.
Yeah. Hey, Tim, give me 1 minute because you'll like it. Give me 1 minute. But yeah, I mean, we're pumped up. I mean, everybody's pumped up. The whole family's pumped up. We got a great team, which we'll kind of announce part of our team going here in a minute. I don't know, guys. It's just a whirlwind of. I really never thought we'd be in this situation, and I do appreciate it. But I think with the team we got, that's gonna be at the track and be around the track and surround the track, man.
Yep.
It's gonna be cool, man. I mean, hopefully everybody and even people that don't like us, man, come out. I mean, come on, man, come have some fun. Don't let all that crap, get you not coming. But yeah, so we are working with some other tracks, obviously. We're doing something big with Farmington. We'll get that here in the schedule. We're going to try to get this big deal with Farmington kind of going. SIR, that's our sister. Coles County's our sister track. All our small tire tracks like that, that are pretty close to local. Everyone's gonna work with each other as much as they can. Obviously, you're gonna get on top of each other, here and there, and it's gonna happen. But who cares, man? We all got race cars at our tracks at each time, so we'll figure it out. But as far as working out with a couple big things, we'll all be doing something good.
Sorry, Dustin Dayton made me laugh out loud.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Will you ask me if it's glitching at all?
Yeah, make sure, guys. We had a little issue on our Farmington deal, where our computer kept glitching and doing some stuff. So it does that, man. Throw at it.
Yep.
Let us know.
Looks like it might be on YouTube, but I haven't seen it say it on Facebook.
Let us know, man, because we can turn it on, turn it back off, but we're probably not going to stop. We're going to keep on rolling, and Sutton's just going to have to keep pushing buttons to get us going. But make sure you let us know.
To answer your question, Fish, Jeff Asher is allowed back.
Yeah, Asher can come back. I don't remember all who's banned, but I don't really care.
Yeah,
Everybody can come back.
Yep.
It don't matter.
We'll start fresh.
Yeah, we'll start fresh. It's going to be cool, man. And yeah, I mean, hopefully we can get some of these people that parked their cars and just didn't want to come back for negative reasons, and we can get some more people to just come on back. But as far as working with everybody, we got some big stuff with Farmington. Now, you see Bub's with us right here. He's going to be competition director of Farmington and kind of running a big show there. He's actually going to take the reins on some of the stuff here at Doe Run, be more of a, I guess, kind of the same thing, but we're not going to put that much on his plate like Farmington. He's doing scheduling and everything. Oh, we did glitch. Mine just said we went off.
Really? Mine's still on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're there. I'm still
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to try to, or Bub's going to take on some roles like, towers, be in charge of some tower scoring, flagman type stuff. And we're going to see what we can all get going with that. We have, same people up front. You're not going to see anybody different up front in the office areas. Besides, I mean, obviously the family won't probably be there, but, then, we don't have flagman lockdown yet. We're in negotiations. We got some other things we do need. If anybody out there does want to, always thought it'd be cool to be a corner worker, track worker, a little corner flagman, or, we're looking for some people for that. Like, the EMS people. I'd really like to get some people in the infield that are volunteer firemen or even firemen or anything. That way they know a lot more safety stuff. I think that would be a good idea to teach them some flag stuff or whatever down the infield. So anybody knows any of that, we're kind of looking for some, some help for some stuff like that. I'm sure we'd get, we're probably going to get a lot of people reach out. But as far as that, we have a good handful of people. But other than that, we're looking for a little bit of workers, which we just kind of started this week, and we've got over half of it filled. So we're pretty good. But I can't think of anybody else. Now track prep, we do got track prep. We got a track prep guy. We actually have inherited Mark Stanfield from the 20 plus years of Peevely at I-55.
Yep.
So that's going to be a good fit. Everyone seems to have lots of positivity towards him. He met us out there, and we are going to, cut the 1 and 2 ledge that rolls off into Big River that I always talked about. We're going to cut that out. We're going to reshape that track and try to get up on the fence, man. So everybody bring their sack with them, because we want to try to get up on the fence. I mean, it may not get that close, but we at least want to get it. We're gonna try it. Hey, we may start digging out some dirt, and there's some rocks and all kinds of weird stuff there, and we got to rethink the whole situation. But hey, you got to have a plan, man, and that's the plan. We are going to try to rework that. Well, I might as well just dive into some of the track work. We are going to get a little tech area, man. Our tech area down there, when we'd pull off the track, it kind of kind of sucked when we had to pull off. We kind of got in the way. So we are going to cut a little bit of the parking spot, maybe 1 or 2 out. We're going to have a little tech area to the right, kind of get that. We're going to try to upgrade the staging area, make it a little wider and bigger. Since there is some bigger cars, we got, modifieds and stuff. To work on that. We do want to bring in some containers, shipping containers, man. Coles County has an awesome, and Port City, they have where these shipping containers that they store their stuff in. Well, they just put them by the track, and you can stand on top of them, guardrail and everything. Awesome idea. We're going to try to roll with a couple of those. Let's see. Uh-oh. Mine keeps cutting out.
Yeah, I'm watching it up there, and it's
Mine's going in and out, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's froze like it was on Wednesday.
But that's what we got. We got a couple of those little items for the. I mean, realistically, guys, the track's a great facility. There ain't a whole lot of craziness you got to do. We've never really said anything bad about that, but I guess we can try to dive in. We already talked about maybe some EMS or some track workers. I'd like to get anybody that's kind of always wanted to do that or whatever. We're going to try to do that. We're going to try to get everybody safety trained through, I think it's MedStar, Power Eye, whatever that stuff is. We're going to try to get some stuff going on all that. Let's see. I talked about Mark.
we'll be in touch, LD.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see what. Okay, I was like, what are you talking about? I see what she said.
Yeah, we got a couple things going. So I guess we can just jump into.
Well, hang on. We got a few guys that's come in late. Seth Polis, Cody Thornhill, they both asked
okay.
what's going on. So
Well, you guys want to know what's going on? Right here, baby. This is what's going on.
Jeremy Booger is the new general manager and promoter of the Doe Run Raceway.
Yep. So you're not late to the party. You're ready to party.
Yeah,
We're ready, man.
We need to get Cody Thornhill down here.
I know, man. He wouldn't do it, but we'll try to figure something out.
Well, I was talking about getting him to Doe Run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. But so I guess we can dive into some.
We've had a few. You want to talk about classes? There's been several comments.
I can say bring that
That's where I
up.
was going.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so I know everybody's wanting to know about the classes we're going to run, and this is a really tough subject. We kind of had a little board meeting. Now let me run this to you guys real quick. You can't have a whole bunch of chiefs going on. You got to have somebody in charge. And you got to have, but you need to have people get informed. So I kind of thought of an idea of having like a little board member, because our sister track SIR, they're a board member track. So, but I like it and I don't like it. I don't like that you got to vote on stuff and have meetings, blah, blah, blah. Somebody still needs to be like, hey, if you want to change a rule and do it. But I kind of got a group of people, 3 or 4 people. And if I want to make a decision or I think about something, I'm going to ask them and step back and be like, that must be a really stupid idea, because if everybody but me thinks it's bad, but if we kind of have a split or whatever, then I guess I'm going to make the decision. I'm going to make the final decision on, hey, this is what we should do. So that's kind of our idea behind a lot of this. So today we did have a little board meeting and we ran down some classes and stuff. And this is a tough one because I know everybody, wants every single class, including, bicycles. But we already have a class. We already have like 10 classes of cars that race there, and it's just so tough to narrow it all down. But obviously our go-to Outlaw Micro, never going away. That's what we've always been. We've always done. Not gonna change anything with Outlaw Micro. And the karts. We always have had karts there. Beginner karts and intermediate karts. I'm hopefully, which don't let me forget this. I'm just going to throw this out there. The beginner karts, it doesn't look like we have a lot of them. I don't know the fix to it yet, but we do have an idea. Remind me about this here in a second, so we'll get to that. But that is those 2 classes will be restricted micro, obviously, is going to be a staple. I know everybody's wanting to know about the B mods. We are running B mods. So let's bring those out, guys. I want to start getting full fields of that. Man, I don't see why we can't, with all the B mods around this area, why we can't get a full field. And when I say a full field, I don't know if there ever been a full field at Doe Run, so we're gonna have to kind of kick that around on, a 20 to 24 car B mod field. I don't think is possible. So what is a full field? 16, 18, yeah. And I know you want to run. The more you want to run, we want to run 20 of them or whatever, but is 18 still almost too many? I mean, should we run 16 or so? We'll get into some stuff like that, and so the B mods. So we got
a couple times.
Outlaw Micro, Restricted Micro,
Never here.
both of the carts, beginner, intermediate. We got an idea with the beginner. Try to build that up. B mods, kids mods. Here we go with the kids mods. So we are going to run kids mods every week, and yes, you will get paid. And so kids mods will be an every week class. Junior sprints, we will run junior sprints. We also have, now that is our kind of classes right there. That is the classes we're for sure 100%. And all this is still tentative, so don't get too crazy about what we got going on. But that's our classes for sure: junior sprints, outlaw micro, restricted micro, B mods, beginner, intermediate carts, and kids mods. Here's what we got though: we have A class, we have we had the D2 midgets there, we had the Pro 4s there also. Unfortunately, we do have to kind of get rid of a couple classes. So I'll just be the bearer of bad news and be the bad guy right off the bat. But I don't think the D2 midgets is going to be in the cards. We averaged 3 of them. I don't see if we can really do that. Now, does that mean we won't run them? No. I mean, we may run them here and there for a special little deal. But, and so that class is kind of going to be on a limited schedule also. Mine says that we're out.
Says we're out.
Well, never mind. It's back.
It just said OBS reconnection successful.
So what we got, guys? Outlaw micro, restricted micro, B mod, beginner cart, intermediate cart, kids mods, junior sprints are for sure classes. Unfortunately, Pro 4 and D2 midget, we're just going to have a limited type deal. We are adding a class. We're adding mod lights. So all you mod lights that always say you'd come or whatever, you better bring them out. We're going to add mod lights, and of course, A-class micros will still, A-class was a back and forth class every other week. For right now, we can't decide if we're going to kind of swap the mod lights and A-class, where we're going to do every other week with those classes, or we're just going to bring them both on full time. So they will be a staple of at least every other week. But for right now, we won't, I don't know on full time on the mod lights and A class. We may keep that as an alternating class just because we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 classes of cars, guys. And I mean, it sucks that I want to run everybody, but obviously we can't do it. And some of these classes, if we don't end up getting some of them and we get more of other ones, they're going to be put on the card full time. I mean,
so I just want to, say to the mini stock guys, if they can get a group together and show you that, there's enough of them, I think he could be talked into putting them on the schedule. So, don't give up, guys. I know there's several of you out there fighting.
No,
for
I've
that,
always wanted the mini stock Pro 4 class. I mean, I guess they run together still, but I mean, I've always liked the old school mini stock deal, but it's just you never know what you're going to get, and we got to do something. We can't just have 10 of them all the time. So
I'm frozen.
yeah, me
Where
too.
I was.
That's delayed, so just keep
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Okay.
I don't know, guys. That's the gist on the classes. It sucks to bring a downer to the system right here, but it really ain't a downer, man. I mean, we're gonna kick those in there, and if we can get the midgets and Pro 4 mini stocks in there for a few shows here and there, we will. If we can do it, so that's going to be good. We do have, so as of our schedule, I guess we can kind of get rolling on just a few little things. We don't have nothing exciting because we haven't got anything
Hang
going.
on a second. There is something I want to touch on. I've seen several guys mention late models. So just to keep you guys happy, you want to go ahead and
That's why I'm getting to my schedule.
talk a little bit about that. There will be some late model nights, fellas.
Okay, so we're not going to start early in March because somebody or later in March because somebody kind of screwed that up.
That's my fault. Sorry.
Bub decided he wanted to get married on our opening day usually, so
My bad.
we're going to try to have a couple play days in March, probably the 20th and 27th, something about, or probably around in there, and then I guess our opening nights, just a plan, will be April 3rd. we're gonna run a few regular nights, man, before we get into something really big, guys. We don't want to dive into something huge right off the bat. So, and I think we're gonna try to have a little Doe City showdown. You know, about 3 weeks in, we're gonna bring back Doe City Showdown. Might be a 2-day show, might be a 1-day show, some stuff like that. But then as far as anything bigger, we don't have anything else set up in stone. We're gonna have a couple things for some of the big car guys. So like the weekends that some of our sister tracks have awesome shows, like SIR has the Hustle in June. And also in July, they have the Sprague, which is a big show. Coles County has a monster show, $25,000 to win on September 4th. Some of those shows, we are going to probably cut out micros those weeks, and we're going to let big cars have some pretty cool shows. So probably June 9th, and this is just all talk right now. We haven't got any of this scheduled, but June 19th is the Hustle over in Southern Illinois. We're probably going to run something with B mods, maybe throw an A mod in here, but we're going to probably talk with the late model series and try to get the late models maybe around that time. July 24th also is the Sprague over there. So we're going over at SIR. So we'll probably, get rid of the micros for that night and let everybody have a break. And then we'll run another big car show. So we'll probably see if we can get late models back for that. And, B mods, A mods, we'll probably let some of the bigger cars just come and rock and roll down there and hopefully not tear our fence down too, but we'll see. And then September 4th, Coles County. These are just the 3 dates right off the bat that our buddies at other tracks are, having big shows. So anytime that any micro shows are really, really big and it's our sister tracks, we're going to probably cut out a lot of our micro class and bring in some, modifieds and let the mods have some fun at the track and bring in some big cars. And I mean, not to say we won't have go-karts, stuff like that, but on those weeks, you guys got to understand, we're letting the big cars kind of roam free. Yep. So I think, we get 3, 4, 5, maybe big car shows in there. That'd be pretty cool. And, that's about it. Besides, we're trying to do a double down here. We're trying to do a double down for Farmington, guys.
Get through your schedule.
We want to bring a staple event back to Doe Run, a staple event of ours. Mm-hmm. And, we're still working on some other big shows. We got a couple people we want to reach out to for some big shows. But the one we've kind of talked, a big about is, a lot of people don't like micros at Farmington, which is understandable, but there, we have a lot of micro series, mostly our WFO, big fans of WFO and Tyler Robbins. He does great stuff. And we're going to try to have our own Doe Run, mini version, small tire Queens Royal. So we want to tag on to Farmington, what they've had for many, many years, and tag on to their Queens Royal and try to have bring in the WFO micros and have like a, mini Queens, man, at Doe Run on Friday. The big Queens will be on Saturday, and we'll bring our WFO micros if we can get it all panned out, which is if you guys don't know what that is, there's a ton of them, and you may not like them, but it brings a lot of people. It's an open wheel extravaganza, and this is your top outlaw micros in the Midwest, or even farther. Having a 2-day show, if we can throw a little money at it and get some stuff going, you're going to see some of the top, micro guys, in the Midwest at this event.
The best micros in the Midwest,
so
for sure.
If we and this is all still talk, we're still kicking it around, but, Bub's kind of helping with the schedule for Farmington, and I'm pretty much in charge of the schedule here. So we've already got a date picked out, and we think we may be able to double up on the Queens and have the, Doe City Queens here and then have the Farmington Queens.
We never considered that one. Princess Royal.
Oh, there we go.
That's a nice one.
we can't get too like that. We still got to be manly, but yeah, we're gonna try to do a double Queens, man, and tag on to what Farmington's been known for years and years and years and years, and make it a staple event at Doe Run. And hopefully, if years down the road that we don't have the track or whatever, it still stays like it is, and maybe they'll double up on something like that. And it'll just, I think that's a huge deal. Mostly bringing in, say, the WFO, which is, you're not going to get just our normal micros, and you're going to get some of the best. And an outlaw micro at Farmington these days, I used to run there back in the day, and it was fast, but we weren't near as fast as what they are now.
Yeah.
I mean, they're insane now. So, and a lot of our micro guys have sprint cars now. So, they're going to be double down. And I mean, you'll probably look at Joby's won it, what, 3-4 years in a row?
Yep, 4 in a row.
I mean, he's got micros. His crew has micros. Now Cole Tinsley's got a sprint car. You got Tyler Robbins that runs a WFO. If I got to run the WFO for him that night so he can run his sprint car,
I hope he does. That'd be cool.
No,
Maybe we
he's
can
running.
convince him
If
to
he
do
don't
it.
bring him or his brother don't bring their sprint cars, I'll be highly disappointed. So I will run the WFO for him that night, and I will find people to help me so that he can
We'll
run
get it
that.
taken care of.
We'll get it taken care of so they can bring their sprint cars. But I mean, and they may add another class to it. This is all still tentative stuff. So don't just think, oh, they're bringing the micros in to replace this or something.
Right.
This was a big event. And we want to take both tracks together, and the Queens is all about the sprint cars. So it don't really matter what the sport classes are. We just thought we wanted to have a 2-day WFO show, and I just thought, having a mini Queens at Doe Run would be just freaking awesome. And to tag it with Farmington's Queens is killer idea. And
Now you're getting 2 nights of racing in St. Francis County, Missouri of awesome
of
racing.
some of the best cars.
Yeah.
If you like the small cars, you got it. If you want to watch the big cars, you got it, man.
Yep.
So I just Scott, that's one. I hate to say this, the twin 20s are gone.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm. That is one race there. I am not a fan of. I don't get it. I don't really understand it. I mean, if we want to run twin 20s, I want to run 40 laps.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all a mess to me. I did it a couple of times and it was just kind of a mess to me, but I do think we're going to get rid of the twin 20s. And saying that, we may bring them back if everybody yells at me on here. I guess we'll bring back the twin 20s, but I kind of want to just have staple events for each of our classes. I want to have a go-kart event, man. I think our go-karts get kind of thrown to the wayside, and that's our future of stuff. And I want to have, a good restrictor race and, our B mods. Everybody knows my thing on mods. I never have been a huge fan of them, but they've grown on me big time this year, all the modifieds and the late models. But we got to have, those weeks I said there would be big cars. We got to throw something at the B mods. And I mean, that's our home.
Yeah.
That's our home. Our B mods are our modifieds for the Doe Run. So we're going to throw something at them, but, those races will be something for the B mods. The kids mods will tag along with the B mods. So if there's a B mod, something cool going on, we'll just tag on the kids mods with that. And then what else we got? Junior sprints, man. I'm waiting to see what we really get with that. I'm not 100. We've got a lot of kids kind of moving up, and I haven't heard a lot that are joining in. I mean, I know we'll still have a good handful of them, but I don't know. I don't know exactly how many we're going to get of those. But it's still a starter class that I don't see ever really moving unless there's 1, 2 or something like that. But we'll probably do something for them guys. And I mean, even the mod lights in A class, on a night, if we do rotate those classes, just because I'd like to rotate them, I mean, we'll have something special for them sometime or whatever. But definitely our main classes is going to be good. And, we may end up running all the classes if everybody gets it, but we got to try to get out of there a little early. And I know people beat that horse to death. They want to get out of there, and my views on it is not the same as everyone else. I'm a later guy. I don't care if I'm at the racetrack till 4 a.m, but when it starts dragging on yellows and different things like that, that's when I do get upset about it. But I think we'll have a good team. Our first couple nights, if you guys want to come yell at us, that's fine. But it's probably let me give you the month of April to go ahead and just give us a little break, because this is going to be chaos. I mean, but I think it's going to be great, man. Everybody's going to be fun and just have some fun. And hopefully our classes will just pick up and we can get everybody back excited with it, man. But it's going to be a neat deal. Yep. If everybody just kind of tune in, we're keeping kids mods. We're keeping B mods. What else we got? I know we had some other things. The Mega Mod show at Farmington, we've already talked about that. The night before, we would like to have, if it plans out on a good night, we would like to tag onto that. Passing points, all that. Everything's going to be the same, man. I mean, really, we're not revamping what Doe Run's had for a while. We're just kind of new ideas, fresh faces, and have some fun. So, I mean, here's what it is. Billy's, well, they cannot have their generator back until they fix the sign. B-Mod, same rules. We haven't got into the rules, but I'm going to say whatever Farmington does, is going to be what we probably do, just because we're right down the street and I don't see it changing. I don't know. And that's where we do have some people with, that are going to do some tech stuff for us and help us out. So, I mean, if you want to yell at Billy Smith, he will probably be doing some modified stuff for me. He don't have no skin in that game, even though his boy's going to be racing. I'm going to have him help with a lot of the modified rules and just different things like that. But really, whatever Farmington does is what we're going to do on the classes they run, modifieds and kids mods. I know they had a rule meeting or whatever. I don't know what, what's going to go on with the kids mods. I know there's rules and stuff. We'll figure that all out. Whatever all the kids mods want to do is what we're going to do. I mean, if everybody just needs to kind of get a majority agreement on it, and I would say we're going to go with those rules. I don't know exactly kind of what's going on. Can you please not turn caution on?
Speaking of the first
so we are going to ban somebody. BJ Tinsley is officially banned from the track.
Let's speaking of Tinsley, I did see some news this week, or was it last week? Cole stepping out of the
oh man,
61 car.
You're gonna get sentimental. We're going back to sentimental, man. I mean,
hey, I just why it was fresh on my mind. Figured I'd take the opportunity.
So I mean, we'll get back. Well, okay, let me run through it real quick. Everybody knows, I had a couple micros, 61 car, Zane's car, and then Zane Smith, and then Cole Tinsley drove my 61, and then I kind of stepped out of it, but just kind of managed the whole deal for a little bit because, like I said, Sam Coleman's busy, got everything going in a million different directions. So kind of still helped with him, but it was Sam's car towards at the end of the year. So, at the end of this year, Cole jumped out of the 61 car and ain't going to drive for Sam anymore and really myself. But, I mean, I was already kind of out of it. But, I mean, it sucks, and that stuff just happens, and there's no bad blood. Like, we're all still going to race together. Cole's actually going to drive his family car. His grandpa owns, always have owned everything until we kind of come on board, and he's kind of wanting to just dabble back in that a little bit because he is going to run the sprint car, and he's going to get to step into Midge again. And like at the Chili Bowl, he's jumping into Joe B's big car this time. So, I mean, he's wanting to do some more stuff like that. So I get it. It sucks. And I know Sam's bummed a little bit about it, and everybody's kind of bummed about it, but it ain't really a super huge deal. My big thing is that was like my driver when I bought my first car, or my first owner type car. So I don't know how I'm going to step away from it. It sucks, but everybody knows that I don't mind to sponsor certain people, $100 or $200 or do whatever all that kind of stuff is or whatever. But I'm just not into giving people money. Like I ain't going to just donate, $5,000 or $2,000 to Cole just to have my name on the car. I want to be involved with the team, but I don't know how we're going to kind of do that, but I really want to still be involved with that car. But now with the track, and I spent a bunch of money on the restrictor car, I can't buy a car to do it. And Cole Cole and Denny kind of want to, be a main majority of all that. So I don't know how we're going to do that, man. I'm going to be a part of that car somehow, some way without just getting drained or something. But I really want it to, still look like my car because I liked having the team car. But I don't know. I'll try to work something out with them, but I don't know what to do about it. And that's kind of, we got a lot of time to kind of think about it, but it's kind of a bummer, but it'll be fine. I mean, everything will work out, and everybody's still friends, and, no hard feelings. I mean, Sam's got 5 kids rolling into micros, so the car ain't going to go to waste. That's for sure. But
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's bittersweet, but I mean, look what we did.
Right. Some of the biggest wins in
the biggest races in the country, 10,000 to win race in the country. We won 5,000. We won 2,500 shows, 50. So, I mean, it was an awesome deal. So we can't say that it was like, this sucks, man, or whatever, but oh well. I mean, it happens.
You knew it was going to happen at some point.
It was going to happen. And I mean, me and Sam were kind of talking about it, and we didn't talk to Cole for a little bit, and I was like, hey, something must be up, or whatever. But I didn't, I get it, and Denny, Denny's an old dude. Yeah. So he's, he's going to he's wanting to see Cole do everything, and that's what he's putting him through. So, I mean, he's letting him do some stuff. So I mean, I get the whole deal. I got to figure out a way to try to snooker my way into something without having to spend a bunch of money. But we'll figure all that out. I'm sure we'll all still be a big old team. But so since you had me ramble down that road, man, we'll get back to the track, man. Let's get back to the track now. 61s will be out there, along with all the other,
but not BJ.
Yeah, BJ's he's still
Sorry,
kicked
BJ.
out. Yeah, he's still kicked out.
BJ's going to be officially the first person banned on the new Doe Run Facebook page as well.
I couldn't decide if we wanted to ban him or put him like director of operations.
Well, that's what, there's some comments going like that on here.
Oh God,
Brad McDaniel, I have to bring it up. What Brad said.
Something about director of competition.
Yeah.
or-
that's the best
Race director,
worst idea.
Oh, that was Coles
Or
County.
no, oh, it's
It was
Brian,
Coles County.
Brian.
Oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, Brian wants us to get him working over here, so he leaves him alone.
Yeah. No, that ain't happening, Brian. But Brian, I don't know if you was on here, but there is talk of WFO show at Doe Run in Farmington, and I remember somebody telling us he would come out of retirement for a micro show at Doe Run.
No,
So-
at Farmington.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Farmington.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Brian, time to put your money where your
Time-
mouth is.
yeah,
buddy.
Let's see it.
Better get that RS12 car out because if
Yeah.
Farmington happens,
Uh-huh.
you got to be
Boy,
there.
That new pretty blue fire, or not CD's got. I don't want to say the
Oh,
name. 'cause
yeah.
I'll get it wrong. But man, it sure. Seat is pretty. I looked at it up there at the Road to the Dome
We'll throw him
show.
a bone. I think it was victory seats.
I think you're right.
I think
yeah.
it's victory
Yeah,
seats.
I
We'll
think
throw
so.
it a bone. Yeah. Yep. So he said if there was a race there, but
Yeah.
they've also got some other stuff in speaking of the micro game, there's some other sanctioning stuff going on and different things. We ain't really going to explain a lot of that right now because I don't know all of it, man. I've had so much whirlwind of stuff going on, but everybody's kind of going to be joining together, it seems like, and see what kind of get going. But yeah, we're going to, Dan Francis, he wants that midget show. Hey, we're already in the talks. We gotta get that kind of nailed down. I have reached out to the Extreme. I know they're going to be on a smaller schedule, so I don't know if Doe Run is going to be
Make
the cut on that because it wasn't ever a staple track for them. I don't really know, but have reached out to them. We do have Power Eye reached out to them, so we'll see what they kind of, we reached out and seen got to get the cost and everything. I don't know how all this works.
Yeah.
So that kind of stuff is just, we don't really know. I don't know how to work it all. I'm just kind of getting my feet wet in it. So the costs and see if we can even remotely even do it. First year we're $0.
Right.
So-
Starting from scratch here.
So, but I mean, if we can afford it, yeah, midgets will definitely happen. I mean, and I've already talked to, I think it's Talon Turner. He's kind of sent me some stuff, and we're trying to do a double header on a Friday and Saturday with SIR because they were wanting a midget show at their track too. So we'll see what that pans about here. And I would say in the whirlwind of all this in the next week or two, there'll be a lot of more crazy information that comes out. But
This is fresh, guys. We're 48 hours in, basically.
yeah, so I mean, and you wouldn't even, all this has come to play in 2 or 3 days. Now we've been talking about it for a while, but
Right.
it's all definitely pretty fresh and everything. But yep, if we can do it, midget show's happening. I mean, everybody wants midgets, so we're gonna try to pull the trigger on that, and then we may not have a ton of big shows because we're just, since our schedule is probably going to be a little later than everyone else's, we're gonna have to take what we can get.
Yep.
And that's why we wanted to jump on this Queens idea, which is a freaking awesome local idea to me. And and I think just bring 2 days of racing, whether you like certain cars or don't. It's going to be 2 freaking awesome days of racing. You get to watch Tyler Robbins race his sprint car and Brian Reich race his micro again.
Brian just said
He
if
did.
there's a show at
I read
Farmington,
it.
I'll be there.
I read it.
Oh,
You
I
said
didn't
it.
see it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
there it
looking
is.
forward
Okay.
to that,
Yeah.
Ryan.
If we get it pulled off, then we'll make it happen.
Yes. We'll pit. I'll pit for you that night, Brian.
There you go. Now you got yourself a crew guy.
Well, Steve Fish says let's just write the checks till they say stop. Well, we don't have no checks.
Hey, Steve, can we borrow your checkbook?
Yeah.
So I did see a comment early. I'm going to backtrack here to when we first started. Somebody asked about a sprint car show at Doe Run.
Well, I don't really know what to say about it. We have a couple people that are highly influenced sprint car drivers that actually
Some big names.
that reached out that want to have a sprint car race there. Now, I've said that sounds completely ridiculous. Even though I love sprint cars, I was like, there's no way. So I was like, I mean, yeah, they have them at Macon and all that, but all those places are bigger. So I looked into it. Actually, the track is bigger. Doe Run is facility actually is feet. And when I say bigger, I'm not saying it's crazy. Well, Brad McDaniel already let it all out of the bag. Joe B's all in for the sprint car Doe Run.
We weren't going to say any names.
We weren't going to say names, but Macon is actually.
So Joby is the one pushing this.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, this is insane, but if we can pull it off, I mean, there's no reason we're not going to. Now, can we have like a big name show or nothing? I think that would be kind of suicide.
Yep.
We need to have a night where there may be nothing going on and everybody can come. And first, we will definitely have a test session.
Right.
If Macon can have sprint cars, and I watched that race,
Yeah.
it was cool. I mean, it was awesome. And Belleville did it before.
Yep.
And if you get on Google Maps and you measure out Doe Run and you measure out Macon and all them, Doe Run is feet bigger.
Yeah.
It is wider, it is longer, and the corners are bigger. Now, the corners may not look bigger because right now we're only using half of them.
Right.
But if we can get, the man himself, Mark Stanfield, to rip that up and make us a wall up there.
I'd like to add, Mark's pretty excited about this whole deal too. He's ready to get back and get into it, and always had great tracks in my opinion.
Yep.
So worked with him for a few years with great tracks. I think it's going to turn out awesome.
I mean, I didn't know how many of our locals would actually jump in here and tell us they would run a sprint car, but we've already got 3 or 4 of them that would do it. And I think that would be another one. We're not putting 20 of them out there.
No.
I mean, but I would say, a 14, 16 car field or something. The thing is, we'll have to borrow some push buggies, man. I don't think we'll have enough push buggies.
Hey, I know where one's at.
Well, we got one.
I know where one's at.
But we're going to try to revamp some neat little things like that. We would like to get a couple little vehicles and things maybe over the winter, fixed up and done everything. Like I said, everything there's great, but obviously want to make it ours. So I mean, nothing bad about what we got out there. Mark did come out and look at all the equipment. He said, "Hey, it's perfect. Let's roll. Let it all starts and it's got oil in it, and we're good to go." So, I'm cool with trying the sprint cars. I just thought it was, maybe it was a crazy idea. But hey, if everybody wants it, and I'm cool with it. And the fence in the front straightaway at Doe Run is huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I just measured it on the front straightaway where the concrete's at. It's 18 feet. So, I mean, that's pretty. Now, the corners and stuff is 14 or so, but all the corners, you're not allowed within 50. I mean, you can't even stand within 50 to 100 feet of it. So, I don't think
that won't be a concern.
concern. In the backstretch, all this is going to have fencing on it now. I think due to a lot of insurance stuff, we got to put fencing on a lot of it. But the backstretch was still 12 to 14 on that, which half tracks don't even have fences. So,
right.
I mean, I think that would just be something else. But just know the mini truck. The mini truck could be so cool to take to Doe Run, but I just don't want to tear it up. But I bet it's going to come out there.
I bet, it's going to be
because it's too cool. But yeah, man, we keep getting everybody jumping on the sprint car deal. But man,
we'll see. I'll be on him on that pretty hard, guys. I'm a sprint car guy, and I don't know that it'll happen, but
we'll try it.
It'd be fun.
We'll definitely have a local show there for sure, I would imagine. But that's what's. I don't know. I mean, I'm down. I just thought it was a joke at first, and now I'm like, okay.
Well, we got 6, 7 guys already here in the comments saying they'll bring their car. So, I don't know how many. Like I said, I don't know how many we want on the track at one time, but
no, Davey wants to keep the Burromax track. No, we are banning Burromaxes, Mini 4, anything kids can ride, and we're banning footballs.
You mean from the pit area?
No, no. I just know, like, if you ban something, like the shootout, they would ban the scooters, and then the next year.
Oh, breaking news! If we run sprint cars, the 9X and the 13 out of the Yoder staple will be at the track.
Where are you seeing that? That's not on.
Yeah, he just come up. Okay, so then it's happening. If we're getting Yoder Motorsports there,
yes.
Sprint cars happen. We got
Brad Yoder.
Oh, you got more push trucks too.
Yeah.
Offering, and I got that.
There we go, guys. Now I'm good. 6'7".
There we go. So yeah, the 305s there never took off, Lance. I wish they would have.
Yeah, it would have been cool. Mostly the non-wing 305. They've been cool. No, Davey, I'm joking. The Burromaxes and all that can come, but I do say there's something with the insurance where kids really aren't supposed to ride that.
I
No.
think so. Yeah.
Like it's a totally against the rules.
Yeah, we need to look
and-
into
I think
that.
16.
and we're
right?
going to be getting hammered on insurance right off the bat with a lot of stuff. So you got to be 16 or older. So I know half the kids. I like half the kids that do all this, but we'll have to. I ain't going to bust everybody's bubble on that yet. But I think that's going to end up being a bad deal for some of the kids. They're going to have to actually walk. You know,
What a shame.
and that's a bad deal for kids these days because they don't want to walk.
No.
But I think the 4-wheelers and stuff like that is end up going to be a kind of a little, rough subject. But that's insurance. That's we're worried about racing. That stuff
Yeah.
can pan out later. No big deal. But I don't know. I'm pumped, guys. I can't really. I don't really know what else, man.
There is a show I want to talk about that I've hammered Jeremy hard on a few days, and we kind of ironed it out today. We're going to bring back a race. What's the date? July 31st?
Let me look. Hold on. Time out. July 31st.
July 31st, we're going to bring back some history of Doe Run Raceway and celebrate Bob Johnson's birthday he used to have a show every year on his birthday, and it was called Big Bob's Birthday Bash.
Yep.
We're bringing that back.
Yep. And
More details to come on that, but it's giving me chills, and
Yep.
that's something I'm looking forward to.
And I told these guys when we talked about our meeting stuff, I get all weird about all this memorial stuff. And I know everybody has a memorial race for this guy and a memorial for this and that stuff. I can talk and I can do all the driver's meet. I'll be able to do everything. But when we talk about the memorial stuff, man, I don't know. It don't embarrass me. I don't really know what I'm trying to say, I guess. It just makes me feel weird talking
Like
about
uncomfortable.
it. Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that's why one thing I said, hey, we can have like, hey man, tonight let's remember this guy or whatever. So that's cool. But I don't want to have a whole bunch of memorial races and stuff just because it makes me feel weird about stuff. And there's so many people. You should have one every night.
Right.
I mean, you should have one every week. But since this is Bobby Johnson's old school track and that's where I grew up, along with all our other old school micro guys, and Bobby did have a little fire after the race. So we had Bobby Johnson's birthday bash.
Mm-hmm.
We'll bring that show, and he always paid a little extra money for the outlaw micros or the mini stock. He picked a class, I think, every year.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Something different, but we'll throw it out the outlaw micros if we can get a bunch of them. And
It's less of a memorial and more of a celebration.
it's more of a celebration
Yep.
for Bob because it was his birthday. So what we did, and this is kind of off from his birthday, but that's a good date we can pick. So the 31st of July, we'll do Big
Yes.
Bob's birthday bash.
Took us 10 years, but we're going to celebrate his birthday
I
again.
like Scott Jarrett's idea. Bring Matt Pratt back to sing at Bob's birthday bash.
Oh, there we go.
Let's make that happen. Which Matt did tell Scott last night that he would love to come back and help announce sometime. So I think we can make that happen.
Oh yeah, man. Any of the old school people want to come and throw out a hand here and there. I mean, let's do it, man. I just know there's a lot of people from back in the day that they missed the whole era of the last 5 or 6 years, not because of any reason, but just they haven't been back for a while. Once it closed, a lot of people didn't come back, even though it reopened, just because they got out of it. But man, let's try to reach out to some of those people and get their kids back in it, man, and do all that. But speaking of the kids, let's jump into this go-kart thing real quick.
Let's do it.
Let's jump in this go-kart because I know there's a lot of people. We kind of need to get some, and I know everybody's like, oh, the go-karts or they do this, but that is our future of the sport, and it is the kids. And I had a lot more fun with some of them than I really expected this year. I met a lot of cool cats, man, and some of these kids would come up and high-five me and hug me, and I'm just like, what do I do? I don't have any kids. I don't have a lot of family with kids and stuff. So, like some of these kids would come up and hug me, and I'd be like, hey, hi, So, but man, they all made me, jump aboard, and it was awesome. So it was pretty cool. But so to get into the beginner karts, a lot of people just don't want to go out there and buy their kid a $5,000, $6,000. You can get them cheaper, or you can get them more expensive. But what we're trying to do is like bring back some people to beginner karts. And a lot of people, the parents don't want to go out there and buy all that just because their kid may not like it. Well, there's a lot of karts for sale out there right now. We do have Tim Nash has a cart for sale. Kyle Bates has a cart for sale. Dave Couch has a whole bunch of carts for sale. There's probably more than that have carts for sale. And if you want to just go buy one, rock and roll. If you want to go buy a cart and just put your kid in it, that's great. But if you're one of those parents like, I don't know anybody out there, my kid wants to get in or whatever. So Dave Couch kind of has a pretty cool idea, and we'll let him run with this because I thought it was awesome. So if you would want to, bring your kid out one night and rent a cart, I'm sure he's got plenty of driving suits, plenty of everything. He's got a whole bunch of kids. He's got a bunch of carts with some stuff. And if you want to rent a cart for the night, and I don't know how much it would even be. I mean, it ain't going to be crazy expensive, but I mean, I'm sure he'll put somebody with you and they'll help you kind of get, understand flagging and understand everything. And if you think your kid may want to get involved with it, reach out to even our page or any of our personal pages and we'll get you in touch with something. But it'd be a good opportunity where if you're like, I'm not too mechanically inclined or I don't know anybody out there, you don't have to know. If you buy a cart from somebody, then you're going to know everybody because they're not going to just sell you a cart and leave you in the lurch. Everyone's going to kind of help you out. But if you want to go out there and rent it for a night and then rent it the next week, I mean, you could probably rent it all the time. But if you just were like, man, I don't want to spend $5,000 to see if my kid, wants to get in beginner carts or even intermediate carts, reach out and we got a handful of carts and jump in it. Your kid loves it. I mean, then you're going to probably buy the cart he's driving. And I mean, everybody's carts that I mentioned are top of the line, awesome stuff. And you're not going to
fast carts.
Yeah. Fast carts. They've all won features and are championships. So reach out. And if you just, maybe say it's a couple $100, or whatever it is. I mean, to take the chance of maybe your kid wanting to get into racing. I mean, a couple $100 to take him out there and have somebody with you, put him out there and show you all the ropes and show you how to do everything. And if you guys end up loving it, then, welcome to the family.
It's a great way to see if the investment's going to be worth it.
And I thought that was a great idea. So, Dave kind of pitched that to me today and I was like, that's pretty cool, man. I was actually going to throw out everybody's carts were for sale and was going to mention him anyway. But then when he mentioned something like that, I mean, that's super cool. And I'm sure a lot of other people would be willing to do it too. Dave just kind of mentioned it. So, we'll, anybody wants to kind of get your kids in there, man, let's do it, man. And get some kids in some carts. Cause we really need to build that beginner class up. I hate that we only had 2 or 3 of them and I don't know what we should do about that. I mean, if there ain't hardly any of them, you can't cut that class cause it's such a staple of beginner carts, but it's also, I mean, I don't know how to keep it doing that, but I think we'll have enough. I think we'll have enough. So that'd be cool. But the rental program, great idea. Anybody want to get their, kid in the carts, reach out, and get that rental thing going. And, maybe you'll end up being the racing family and you'll be spending money for life. Mm-hmm. You don't even know it, but I mean, everybody loves it, man. And once you get into it, it's a family atmosphere. A lot of these tracks, man. I mean, it's super, super cool. So,
and especially somewhere like Doe Run where it's 75% kids.
Oh yeah.
That's something that Jeremy wants to kind of get back to is more of the family vibe out there.
Yeah, we got to get the family vibe and doing all kinds of stuff. And I did talk about this. The one thing I really want to stress is there's we're going to get some rules and do all this stuff and get all that kind of out in the open so everybody can kind of start getting things going. And, a lot of it probably will be the same as what it was. I mean, it probably won't be too much different, but like, getting people involved with all of it is going to be the hard part. But, I forgot where I was going with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I did see Nate Young asked about the ages, and that's something that I don't know off the top of my head. And I imagine
I'm going to throw this out there. I'm going to say the age is 5 to 8. For the beginner, and I think 8 to 14 or 12. I'm going to say 14.
That sounds right.
For the intermediate. Junior sprint is 5, 6 to 14 or 12 or whatever. Pretty much you're going to outgrow the junior sprint or the intermediate cart. Restrictors is 8 to 15 or 16, and then everything else is, I don't know I actually don't know the kids mod. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm going to say it probably goes to 16, but I know what I was talking about. The rules and that craziness and all this stuff. We were talking about like DQing people and kicking people out and doing all this stuff, man. We don't want to deal with that crap, man. I don't want to deal with it. I mean, I know people are going to get hot-headed and they're going to argue and they're going to fight and they're going to do all this, but man, just try to keep it yourself. At Doe Run, you realize that there's kids watching you and they want to be like you. Every kid there knows who you are when you're an adult. So, and I get it, you're going to fight, and if you got to knock some guy out, I guess that's what you got to do. But you're going to get the repercussions of it. And I mean, that sucks. And I mean, like, we can't do what Farmington did. I mean, Farmington's an adult track.
Right.
I mean, yeah, as our kids watching, obviously, I'm 100% with what happened at Farmington. 100%. At Doe Run, I think that's a bad idea. I think it's not something. There's too many kids there. So anything you do, if a kid sees it, or a kid gets involved, or a kid gets knocked down, anything that happens with a kid, you know, I hate to say it, but yeah, then something has to happen.
Yeah.
Something, I mean, you know, I'm 100% not into this kicking people out, banning people, take 2 weeks off, blah, 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 blah. You know, let's talk about it, get it over with, you know, stick with the situation. But if something happens around kids and everything, man, we got to deal with the situation, and that's just the way it is. But, and like rules on, you know, we can't, you know, just DQ so many cars for this and that. Now, obviously you're running like the wrong tire and all this stuff. Yeah, you're DQ'd, but, and I don't want to be an example deal, but I mean, I guess I can. You know, the go-karts had the whole lockering deal. I mean, and that was handled the way they handled it. So that was great. You know, their deal, not my deal. You roll through there and every single cart's DQ'd because of something, or every single car or any class is DQ'd because of a rule that no one really understands, or a gray area, everything. You know what? Fix it and come back next week, and then it's a deal.
Now you know.
Now you know. Fix it.
Yep.
Everybody's okay. Let's get out of here. Let's have some fun and do it. You know, just things like that. I want to get away from the you know, argument or the negativity, or let's just get positive and get away from all that, you know, unnecessary noise. And, you know, just kind of, you know, if you know you cheated and you got busted, then yeah, I guess you got DQ'd. But if there's all three of yous or two, or just something kind of weird happens, let's talk about it, man. And let's make it fun, and just do some stuff like that. So we had a whole bunch of things on there really quick.
Did you see? There's a name on there I don't recognize. Jason Hunt.
Jason Hunt. He got a hold of.
That's what I saw.
He got a hold of me this week.
Did he really?
He's thinking about trying to get his daughter into the go-karts.
Yeah.
And
You know what would be cool? Jason Hunt in a sprint car at the Queen's Royal. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
he
that'd be cool.
ain't doing.
I
any of
know,
that.
but man,
I run into him this summer at a yard sale. Man, I hadn't seen Jason in years, and it's one of those, we sit there and talk for 15 minutes. I'm like, man, I gotta get out of here.
Oh yeah.
But we talked. He's like, man, I miss coming out at the races, and I'm like, I'd love to see him back out there.
I remember running into him at the Ironman one weekend. We're stuck in line trying to leave. This is before we ever camped. And we had this IBW sticker on the back of our window.
Yeah.
And he came up to our window and he knocked on it. Of course, you know, my dad also part of the local one union. He knocked on it. He's like, I love your sticker. You know, I'm part of the IBW or something like that. And my mom's looking at him and goes, you look familiar. Because my dad's not in the car. And he goes, my name's Jason Hunt. And we're like, we're Chris Boyd's family. Like, we know who you are. He goes, oh, no way. I was like, yeah.
Now he reached out this week and said, talk about his girl, maybe trying to get her back in it, but we can talk him and then, you know, do some stuff. And let's go through some of these comments real quick, because I want to address
There's a lot of them.
Well, just these last ones. I seen Lindsay Inman, you know, we should get some tracks, or we're actually going to get into the payouts here in a minute, and the go-kart kids are going to get a little more excited. Well, they may want a trophy instead, though, than the money. So, but we're going to kind of up that and get them a little something. Now, hey, Mike Healy, this is something you can do. Morgan Ponder's race. She has an awesome race, funds the whole thing, and does everything. I am 150% in. You just get a hold of her. I've talked to her a little bit about it, and we will blow that race out of the water if we can get her on board with us.
Yes.
But you message her too. Have Brandon message her, and everybody go ahead and message. You know, everybody that's listening.
Oh, snap.
Message her. We want that race back, man.
So,
and I mean, and she may be having it somewhere else now because we're a little late, and that sucks. But still, support it. Do whatever you want. But yeah, we'll take that, man, and we'll make it. We'll make it massive. Kids mods, 8 to 16. Okay, so we got that going on.
Which makes sense because to run a full motor car, you have to be 16 per some insurances. So that makes sense.
Okay, and then we got...
Did you see Matt Pratt asking if he could sing the national anthem?
What about at Farmington?
We're good, man.
What about Farmington?
We're good.
Hey, we're Doe Run right now.
I know, but hey, I'm thinking both sides.
I got
We can
you.
do
I got
Since he threw out something for Farmington, hey, Junior Ferguson, you want to come over?
Hey, come on now.
I
Come
need
on.
Junior and Carly Ferguson Doe Run on Friday nights in a push truck, please.
Junior, if you're listening, you need to message me for real.
Yes, Matt Pratt, you need to get in touch with Jeremy Booyer, by the way.
Yep, that'll work, man.
We got some ideas for you. I don't know if he's listening, but we're going to bring Big Bob's birthday bash, and we want you a part of that. So get in touch.
Yep. Kyle Touche, can we let the parents in the infield? I think they had to stop that because the insurance wouldn't let.
Yeah.
Yep.
You have to give them a list of people now. And I don't know all that, man, Kyle. I mean, we'll look into it. If they say, hey, you can do it, then I mean, I guess we can do it. But I think for some reason they came one night and you had to
Ooh.
give a list.
Carly.
Carly's in the house.
Carly.
Hold on. Okay.
Just ignore Bub.
We'll get to her in a minute. Tanner Beers. No. 250 and 450, man. We can't get any of them, man.
Yeah,
but
not
hey,
enough of them around
I
here.
will hook you up. I don't know how old your kid is, but
Is that Brody's dad?
Tanner Beers? No. Shoot. His boy ran carts for a little bit,
Yeah, Brody. Brody Beers. Is that not
but
his name?
no, I don't think his name's Brody.
I'm not sure.
I could be wrong. Number
Oh.
30, right?
I don't remember that either. Real nice cart though.
Yeah.
Hey, if you want your kid to get in there, I can find you some deals on like a restricted micro or something like that, and you will have probably less money than that 250 and 450 cart, and you can run all over the freaking country. But or if you want a junior sprints are just really expensive, and I don't, if you want one of those too. But hey, Tanner, if you want to get your kid back in it, hook up, and we'll get a restrictor for him. I don't know how old he is though.
Yeah. If he's young enough, he could do the junior too.
He can do the junior too, so that's pretty good. But
Yeah, I was
Dustin-
right. Yes, it is. He is my boy.
Dustin Dane, can I run my upper cylinder lube?
Oh, snap.
You want to know the actual answer to that?
Let's hear it.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
Now here is the deal. I dug into this really, really deep, and I was against this
Hey.
because of the color. I was against this, but if it passes the fuel test, I'm cool with it. But the rules say no fuel additives. But if you scroll down on
To
a
the
whole bunch
bottom.
of them, it does say you can run upper lube. So if it passes now, if you run some upper lube that don't pass a fuel test, I guess that's bad.
Yep.
Hey, Lindsay, if your kid wins, I will give them a trophy and I will keep the money. I'm just kidding. No, I know they all do, so that's why I was kind of, doing that. Chuck Fenwick, we'll get to. Carly Ferguson. Oh yeah,
That's what we were over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Come
You're
on,
a
Carly.
behind.
Yep. I'm gonna have. Who else you got in there? I can take.
Nobody. You
Oh,
can't have any of them.
I'm no man, Junior. I seen them at Farmington a few times, and I was just like, oh man, I can't believe they don't go to Doe Run. But then I never really, thought why. And then I was like, when this happened, one of the first things popped up was like, man, I need some hook people, man. I need some good hook people. And then I was like, Junior's coming.
Yeah.
He's coming back. Junior and
we
Carly.
can share them, and we don't run
We
the
can
same
share them, but I mean, if they just are like, I really only do one.
Please no. please pick Saturday. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, but yeah, that's pretty awesome. Yep, never mind.
Yeah.
Tanner said we were right.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that's
man.
what I
I didn't.
thought.
There's so many of the kids out there I couldn't even remember.
Great looking car.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I said we need to get them back out there because they seem to enjoy it. I think they
Yeah.
just had a bad
And I
bad
feel
spell of it. But we need to know how old he is.
I feel like he's around Cruz's age, so then he could do a junior.
See, I thought he was older, but I
Is
could
he?
be wrong.
I don't know.
I mean,
restricted micro though, man. You guys don't realize how. The junior sprints are just as fast almost. The restrictors, just once you jump up to that game, you can keep that car and run A class. I mean, you can run outlaw out of it. You can do anything you want, unless you just don't want them in that kind of car. Or you want them to be more of a wheel guy or whatever. But yeah, that's a cool. I hope that we can get the beers back there too. That'd be
cool.
pretty awesome because they had some nice stuff. I like people that have nice stuff and nice looking cars.
It's a nice looking ride.
Yep. What we do with the track surface? We're not really doing anything with the track surface. You just, I know a lot of you guys know that in the middle of the corners there's a kind of a ledge, and I've, talked a lot of crap about it, and it is what it is. But hey, we don't know what's under that either. So our magician, Mark the Magician, he is gonna rip that up, see what's under there. There may be bodies.
yeah.
Oh, I hope.
I don't even So we don't really know, but we are going to try to get that completely out of there and do something with it. And hey, it may not even it may not pan out, but if it don't, then we're going to add dirt. If it, some way, somehow we're going to try to get that out of there. as far as the, track surface, if we got to get some dirt, we got good connections with dump trucks. We got good connection with lots of equipment, and I think we can kind of do whatever we want, and it shouldn't be super, super costly. And that's just the thing I want to be able to run a little higher on the track for everybody, mostly with our big cars and our micros. I don't know if everybody's been to a big micro show where they rip the fence. It's pretty insane.
Oh, yeah.
And so I want to be able to, and we may not get all the way up to the fence. Obviously, it's a long way around, but yeah, I want to rip that big old hump out of there and see what's under it. And if there's not nothing under it, I guess we'll move that dirt around, pile some up top, see what's kind of going on. And I think I think our fence is decently, it's almost 4 foot, 3 to 4 foot. So I don't think that we would hit the fence, which Coles County's fixing all the heck. They already ripped that whole freaking fence out.
Yeah, they did.
They're already fixing their whole fence. So
Zach
they ain't gonna have that problem.
Zach Whaley's in the comments saying he's ready to rip that right decking.
Well, if he don't at least tear their decking off of it one time to see. I'm writing down all this stuff about people that are saying stuff.
All right.
Because I know they're going to keep me to my thing. They're going to keep me be like, oh, what happened about, you said we were going to have 4 chicken strips. There was only 3 in my basket. So I know I'm going to get that. So everyone that, like Brian Reich, he's running a micro at Farmington.
That's coming.
What was the other Friday? What was the other thing we were talking about?
There's been so much. I don't
Anyway,
remember.
everything I'm writing down.
We'll have to go back and watch this and write everything.
Yeah, I know. So if Zach Whaley don't leave his rear deck on the track one night, then I'm going to be like, what's up?
Where's it at, man?
Where's it at? It needs to go on my garage wall then. What the heck? Oh, yeah, the sand.
Yeah, it's hard to get away from that out there.
Yeah, I know. We're going to try to do something now. The pits will definitely be still sandy like that just because you roll that in real good. It keeps the water out, and they've done a really good job of that. It's always been really, really awesome like that.
Yeah.
Drew Dudash, bring cars, big cars. He must have missed the beginning of the show.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
I know. I see
Did you
why
see
you're
the
saying
one I just saw?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Like he's got time for that.
I'm sure he can make time.
Okay, let's do it.
Who? Scotty?
Scotty Gretzmacher.
Well, first of all-
Scotty B. Hottie.
Well, he wants to, I don't know if we have enough grease and butter
Listen, I am 100%
to get him in
confident.
that car.
We got to think he ran that 74 car
Yep.
for a while. I know he ran for them until he sold his seat pretty much.
Yep.
I'm 100% confident that he can still win in a micro.
Oh yeah, no.
Hands
I
down.
told
So,
I told him actually when I was looking for a car, I said, "Hey, I'm going to, I was like, hey, you want to drive this thing every once in a while?" And then I met Noah Ballou, and boom, he jumped right in it. And then Noah kicked himself out of the car, and so
Thanks,
then
Noah.
Cole got right in it, and then I never really got Scotty. He asked me a couple times, but I can't have a normal driver every week and then be like, hey, guess what? This
Scotty's
week
going to drive.
Scotty's going to drive.
Well, I'm just saying, I bet if he ended up with a ride of some kind, he would go get himself another seat, I'm sure.
Yep.
And I'm confident he'll find a victory lane at some point because he won. I'm pretty sure he won the last year he ran that 74 car.
Yeah, he wanted SIR.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, and that's an off the wall car too, man. That's
The Weiss car.
That's it. Yes. Yep. Well, no, that's Colin Weiss is the one that drove it, right?
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, like Roger something.
Scotty will tell us, but I did see Drew Dudash said that he joined in late. So I guess what you missed there was Jeremy's the new general manager and promoter of the Doe Run Raceway, and anytime there's a big micro show within a few hours, micros won't be a part of Friday night, and going to open it up to some A-mod stuff on occasion possibly, and some steel block late models.
Yep. And
so there'll be a few nights with some big cars. So
of course the B mods will still be there, but right now we got three big races that the micros are going to kind of be a part of for our sister tracks, and those nights we're going to let the big cars tear the house down. So we'll figure it out, and hopefully the big cars can actually put a good show. I did, the B mods when it ain't yellow, it's a good show there. That last night that the late models were there, I caught that last race, and it was pretty good. Now, like we said, we're not going to be able to run a 20 car field, even an 18 car field, but we'll figure that out later, guys. We just wanted to kind of jump on and get the gist of, there will be, the nights we're going to have big micro show. There's a big show somewhere else for for our main classes. We're going to open her up to some big cars, man, and the sprint car show. I guess we're having now, which I know the owner, the team of owners that have it. They were on me about the sprint car show, but I said nope, my decision. I'm making it. Well, then. Now I guess I'm getting.
So now the team that you assembled to help you with ideas has flipped your mind. Is what
there
saying.
It is, guys. So I was almost against it, and then since I was outed on it, but when I thought Joe B was screwing with me, trying to get me to do something that was really stupid that wasn't going to work. So everybody goes, "Look at that idiot," because that's what him, McDaniel, all them, they would do that to me.
Oh yeah.
They'd be like, "Hey, yeah, we got donkeys. Let's have this donkey race, man. Let's do it." And I'll schedule it, and they'll be like,
Gotcha.
"Idiot."
So Roger Hearn. It was the owner
Roger
of
and
the
Gary
75.
Hearn.
That's it. It's a nice car.
As soon as I read it.
I think it's a Ridgeway or something. It's an off the wall car.
That sounds
but
right. Yeah.
Yep. Ron Duncan, yes, we are, man. I measured them all out today. I got everything going. Here's the deal, guys. We don't have access to the Facebook for a week or so. We don't have an account, a money account set up, and I want to get a Venmo set up, and we're going to put spots out there for everybody to buy their pit spots back. So that was something on my list that we will run away. Yeah.
Man.
We are going to get the
Buckley.
pit spots back.
I read it. You're talking about the grudge race?
Yeah. I chickened my way out of it this year at Farmington. I guess there's no.
Everybody wants to know why that didn't happen.
There's no. I'll do it at Doe Run.
I've promoted a few grudge races before.
Hey,
I can help with that.
I know. I just didn't want no part of that.
Well, we had it all lined out, and then Chad was actually going to ride with one of us, our producer guy, because he's never done anything. We were going to have some other people from the show ride with us.
Let's do that. We need two two-seaters. I'm a big
Buckley
guy.
has
Chad's
two
a big,
of them.
Yeah, I know.
They had it all set up for us, and then we were going to let just some two people from another podcast that we had on the shows do it, and then I ended up working or doing something, and then it all kind of got messed up, and I just said heck with it. Well, then the other podcast was like, "Oh, he just chickened out," and I'm like, "Shoot,
it was all on me.
It was all on Sutton." So
I know how much work goes into those vintage cars, and I don't want to tear them up, but I've been around the Buckleys long enough, and I guess if I tear one of them up, I don't know. We'll go from there. But
yeah, no, we wouldn't do it that hard. They want us to have a foot race.
I'm not running.
I don't know about that race, but I think that I could probably win that race. I think I could outrun Sutton and Bub and Chris Boyd Jr. here.
Yeah. Well, where did I? No, I'm not.
He
in
said
that foot
three
race.
of us.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll get in a car, but I'm not getting on a foot race. No, not doing that.
I'm not running.
Matt Pratt, the hot dogs will be juicy. They'll be bigger.
All right. Hey, I got my vintage car lined out.
What's one?
I'm going to take Zach Kinney Super Street. I want to run that car anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Is that a two-seater?
You know what?
No.
I'll probably still
I
beat.
thought we were doing two-seater. Oh,
Well,
wait a
no,
second.
we're just talking
if
in
we're
general.
gonna just
but-
do a grudge match, no vintage cars.
No, you're not.
I've got a car.
You're not bringing your modified.
Watch me, especially the one that Shane's driving. It's got a seat. I think I can fit in it. Maybe we'll try.
Well,
I'm gonna do it.
That's another thing, guys. We are gonna change the concession stand up a little bit. Don't really know exactly what we're gonna do. We go to these races and we see a lot of people that rent these concession stands out, and it seems to be you probably don't make much money off of it because they have a lot of money in it. But we may do that. And
hang on. I'm gonna let my wife flag that night. She can flag for the grudge match.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna
babe,
win.
I get a head start.
No, I'm definitely gonna win. She's gonna pick the black flag up on you.
All right.
But yeah, the concessions we're gonna try to try to get. We're gonna try to rent it out. Our other track, Southern Illinois, they rent it out and their food's awesome. So we're gonna maybe go down that road. All of us have jobs and different things, so it's gonna be hard for us to do a lot of that kind of stuff. So for the first year, or it may be the whole time, or I don't even know however long this kind of goes on, we probably will rent the shack out, and we got a couple people interested already. So we're gonna see what we can do with that, and maybe bring some cool food. We've got some ideas.
I might get black flag because said my wife, depends on how mad I make her that week. I'm pretty good at making her mad. Putting the Christmas tree up early. So we'll see.
Early.
I put the Christmas tree up last night.
Mine's been up since November 1st. I can't say anything.
Yeah. Okay, yes. There we go.
But that's a me thing.
Oh, me too. Hey, speaking of this, I've got some notes here. We had our Farmington show was in between our last show. So we put our most eligible bachelor, Brad McDaniel, on the page. I don't know if it worked for him. I never got to really talk to him to see if he got a date out of it, or maybe a weekend one night stand or anything. But if Brad's still in there, we need to get him on here to see if he got anything out of that deal, because this week we were having man, I lost my page. I don't know. I had, we have, which Brian Reich is gonna kill me if I do this, but
I really need you to find that, because
I know.
I'm ready to see it.
He's gonna. Oh, there it is.
No response from it, he said.
No response. Oh, man. So we still got to we got so many people on here, 141 people. If you guys got any single people, girls, right this time, we got Brad McDaniel. We put him up on the Dirty Right Rear podcast dating site. And we got to kind of get him, we're trying to get him a woman, at least for the weekend, or I don't know, something like that. But it didn't really work out. But we got a lot more people on here now. So if anybody's got anybody, need a
Brad McDaniel is ready.
What's it called when you take somebody else's kids? Like
I don't know. Kidnapping?
No, not kidnapping. Am I wrong? When you start dating a chick and then you don't have kids.
Stepdaddy?
Yeah. Anybody needs a stepdad. He is into the kids too. I couldn't think of the name,
Stepdaddy. Okay.
Anybody, like any girl looking for a stepdad, that's where it's at.
Cruz is on here. Hey,
Yeah.
Cruz.
Oh,
Cruz.
he's
Like, sup, bub?
Well, everyone's got kids when you're old, Brad. I mean, that's why I said it kind of sucks, but go back to the Brian Reich's gonna kill me deal.
Hey, I time out. Flying Divine just brought up a good idea. If Brad McDaniel needs a girlfriend for a weekend, we got the hookup. Flying's got one he can loan out.
Oh, he does.
Well, you ain't gonna use some other dude's thing. That's pretty messed up. But man, and I forgot her name. Brian, it might be Brian's daughter.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, my.
I did see that.
She wanted to be next
I
on
don't
the.
remember. Yeah, I can't remember her
Dang
name.
it! I have it on my. I even wrote it down, man.
Brian, if you're still watching, what's your daughter's?
No,
I don't think he wants to say.
No, he don't. She was like, I want to be the next one on.
I
So we were
remember
gonna
that.
have the Bachelorette.
Oh,
So
wow.
Yeah.
here I got to get off here real quick.
But yeah, my wife did bring up a point. She's known Bub longer than even me. So I
Yeah.
guess.
I've known her, most of my life.
Yeah.
Brooke.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
man,
you go.
dang it. I can't believe I didn't remember that. Now I feel bad for doing that. Yep, Brooke was, she wanted to be on the Dirty Right Rear Bachelorette.
So
show.
do we just need to hook her and Brad up, or what?
I never even thought of that. She may know Brad and be like, nope.
Hey, Brian, how would you like to have Brad as your son-in-law?
He's not having that.
He's not responding.
No,
I'm gonna say
he's gone.
Not doing it.
He's gone. But anyway, we do have a girl in the dating thing for us. And it's Brooke Reich. You can, look her up. If she gets mad, I'll have to,
You're gonna get a text message.
I know. No, she said it was cool, but she may have a boyfriend by now. That was weeks ago.
That was weeks ago.
So I don't know, but yeah. So Brad's dating thing didn't go so good, but hey, he's got 100 and something people right now that can get on here.
This thing's been like 130 to 180 the whole time. So,
Yeah,
So we
it
got-
has
can't
not
wait to
dropped
see.
low.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the.
So out of that,
the numbers on this.
somebody's got to know some single people for either of them. So that'll work out pretty good. Oh, hey, this is way off the subject, but I got to say something freaking awesome. So Jack in the Box is the best restaurant in the world.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
If you don't like Jack in the Box, you're insane. You probably, well, I was going to say something stupid, but anyway, I go to Jack in the Box in Farmington the other day just because the Doe Run one's, or the Doe Run. The Deloge one kind of rough to get to right now.
Yeah.
Dude, I pulled up there, and you know how when you pull up to these restaurant or these fast food places and you hear this, hey man, welcome to, Jack in the Box. I'm just here to help you, and you're just the greatest guy in the world. What do you need? And I was like, I hate this. I thought Jack in the Box was still the old school, hey man, what do you want? Instead of all that other stupid crap. So I order my food, I pull up the window, and this dude comes to the window and he's like, hey buddy, man, I got your food ready right here. And I was like, holy crap, this is super cool. And I said, was that really you on the intercom? And he's like, yeah. And I don't know how to, I wish Tippy was here now because I'm going to go on this little weird thing. So he wasn't my color. So can I? What's
Yeah, we catch your drift.
okay? So, dude, coolest dude in the world. But I was just gonna say there ain't a ton of them that work at Jack in the Box that aren't white people. So
Oh,
yeah.
that's David Riley, sis. He's amazing.
Oh yeah. Okay, well,
Shout out to David.
Yeah. Well, his name on the
Riley, how do you know that?
it said Christian on my ticket, so I saved it. But I was like, man, he don't look like church. Dude, he's got tattoos all over his face. Like you would be like scared of this guy. I mean, I'd be scared of him if it was white, black, brown, Chinese. I don't care. But coolest dude in the world. So if you go to Jack in the Box in Farmington and this dude waits on you, man, make sure you tell him or tell the manager, hey, that dude in there. But I didn't catch his name, so it must have been maybe it is David. But he's super cool dude. But okay, let's get back to this. But I just wanted to throw out that because it was an awesome experience.
Hey, I know we're an hour and a half into this, guys, but something more terrible at we need to thank our sponsors.
Oh God,
You
yeah.
got the list there, so I'll let you
Man,
roll with it.
I felt so bad for the Farmington show when we had a whole bunch of people on there, but we got Griffin and Sons Excavating. They jumped on board. Heck, they're already ready to jump on board next year again, and they joined. They got the best luck in the world.
Yeah.
They joined the week of the Farmington fight, so got like 800,000 views, and then they joined like just every time we have something big, all of a sudden, boom, they join in on something. So that happens great. But yeah, Griffin and Sons Excavating, Double D Motorsports, Courses Darrell's, Speed Shop down there. You can get all kinds of stuff there. Expert Graphics does, all of our dirty right rear stuff. Coles County Speedway, we still got a huge banner there. He's done everything for us. It's awesome, man. Bates Ink and Apparel, done all our t-shirts. We just got a whole nother batch of t-shirts. We don't have any more hoodies or any of that stuff left. And actually, everybody that did order some hoodies and stuff, I did just get all that in. So I'll be kind of dispersing all that and hopefully get that to you as soon as I can. And we do have a ton of t-shirts left. I say left. We just ordered them. So, yep, Bates Ink and Apparel. So that's our sponsor. We forgot them last time, man.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
We were all excited to Farmington deal, and we almost did it again
Yeah,
because
I
I was
just-
all freaking pumped up.
I happened to see it on your list there. I'm like, shoot, man, we need to think that. So, sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And where we're at.
Yeah.
The barn.
Yep.
The Barn Media Group. You guys, there's 8 to 10 podcasts that run out of this place. And I know a lot of you have have all mentioned, I didn't know they had this, right? And I even know a couple, the Bible lady. We had somebody reach out not too long ago and be like, I listen to that every time now. Yeah. I think Rose may have told me that, his wife or something. I don't remember. Somebody told me that the other day, but yeah, I mean, you can get all kinds of cool stuff on the Barn deal, from sports to heavy metal to
Weather updates too, right?
And the Parkland podcast. They do some stuff around here, and then your Wednesday night, Wednesday morning.
Viewer discretion advised on that live show, by the way. But
on their radio show, man.
If you're not doing anything this Wednesday, at what time?
Like around 8:15.
Tune in to the Barn. They'll be live. Jeremy, I think, might be a guest on the show this week.
Yep, I've done one of them.
Like you say, viewer discretion advised. Some of it gets pretty raunchy, but it's a good time, guys.
It's a good time.
Tune into that Wednesday.
It's a job site show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and they throw out all our stuff too. When this will probably be a pretty big deal because this is crazy. Just a few weeks ago we were, hating life because we couldn't.
Now hold on a second. We said the time, we said the day, but most people probably know. But did you say where they can tune in at?
I did say the Barn.
You did? Okay.
The Barn Facebook page.
I didn't hear you say that, so I wasn't sure if you said it or not.
So the Barn Facebook page. And
if you haven't followed
there's
the
a
Barn,
bunch.
follow them.
There's a bunch more people that know
Awesome
about
stuff.
this guy.
Yeah, I
at
know.
Jack
My
in the
whole
Box.
family. I want to know.
Everyone knows about this guy. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we should.
Hey, we're getting Highway 8
people
bridge
on here
updates here.
Yeah,
That is the Barn guy.
Yeah, that is
our
the Barn guy.
producer.
yeah. Somebody wants a Highway 8 bridge. Well, you know what? I did read the other day, and I think this is true that somebody got hurt on it, and they're not even going to be working on it for a long time.
Yep,
Yeah, I know.
It's all
shut down.
As a person who has to drive across that bridge every day to and from work, I am.
Yep.
That's just all I'm going to say.
Yeah, somebody fell off of it or something. I don't remember what it was, but yeah, that and Deloge Roundabout.
Yeah, Deloge Roundabout. So I wanted to wrap this show up at an hour and a half.
Here we go.
Hey, we're at the hour and a half mark. We still have
Here we go.
120 people, so I guess we'll let it run a couple more minutes.
Sutton's always like, well, the time is ticking here,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Golly gee, we got to get off here.
And you don't want to, because you know you're missing something. There's got to be something that we're forgetting
Well, that's
to say.
I was. What else is on your list that we need to talk about?
My favorite one.
Yeah, well, I don't really have a ton of stuff. I did talk. You know what? We didn't even talk about the payouts.
Yes, let's talk about the go-kart payout.
Let me give you guys a little payout thing real quick, man. So I got it right here. We didn't really do a whole lot. I know a lot of people like me also do not like sliding scale payouts. I mean, it sucks, but it is the thing of the time now, and that's just the only way that you can't pay $500 to win for each class and have 6-7 cars, and that's just money is a big issue and it sucks. So we are keeping the original pretty much sliding scale payouts. There's a little difference in some of them. I didn't notice, until just the other day. I thought everybody had the same sliding scale payout, but I did see the midgets and the B mods were a little different than the other classes, and I semi-agree, semi-disagree. I don't think, I think the Outlaw Micros just because I am a micro guy, but those are about the same price as a B-Mod, so I don't see the difference in those. But we're going to revamp it a little, but I'm going to say it's going to be a place or two, but nothing super negative about any of it. It's all going to be pretty much be the same. If you have less than like 6 cars, though, it'll be a little different, but the main part of the payout deal, which the positive part is, after you get 10 cars, or I think it's 11 to 15 and then 16, 20, whatever, you never even got your pit pass back. But the bottom of the field, you wreck or something, you always got like $20 or $30 or whatever. But, once you get over the 11 mark, you'll still at least get your pit pass back. So you'll get your 30, 35 or what, I think it's 35 to get in. You'll get your pit pass back before you really didn't. So once we get over the 11 mark, all the other numbers will stay the same. No big deal. The carts, though, I did look at the carts, and it does suck that they don't get paid anything, really. I mean, they do, but they don't. But beginner carts, if we can get a decent little, at least a count. So we're going to bump that up. I think it was 40. I don't really remember exactly to win, but beginner is going to be $60 to win from now on. I know that still sucks, but if there was only, 3 or 4 of them, it's really hard to pay too much. But intermediate carts, what we're going to really get up on, intermediate's going to be $100. I think it was 50, 60, somewhere around there. I'm not sure exactly. I didn't write down the old ones, but intermediate carts, we are going to bump that up to 100, and then we'll go from the regular payout after that, 60 for second, which I think was what was first. So the intermediate carts will be up, $40, $50. Beginner carts will be up $20, $30. I don't really know for the win, and then it'll just tear down after that. But I wanted to up those classes up to just try to make try to get a little bit of your money back. I know, carts are still 5, 6, 7, who knows what, thousands of dollars, but they're not as expensive as a B-Mod. They're not as expensive as an Outlaw Micro, but we are going to up the cart pay, just to try to get a little help in there. And then, like I said, the sliding scale is still going to be in there. And I know that's a bummer to some people, but I can't see any way around it without just losing a ton of money. And I mean, after getting to look at a lot more stuff, it doesn't make a ton of money, but we are going to up, once you get over 11 cars in each class, you will get your pit pass back. You won't be getting, your $20 or $30. I don't remember exactly what it was. But so that's about the gist. We're trying to work on, I do have a little bit of a sponsor, might be kind of getting something going for one of the classes, and if it gets over a full field, we may be paying something pretty decent for that class, but I'm not going to say that because I don't want it to not happen and everybody be bummed about it. So anything over, 16 cars in any of our main classes behind the carts, it's $500 to win every single night. I think we're actually going to be bringing some cars back. So I think we'll at least be up in the 11 to 15 bracket in every class almost. Besides, I don't know about the cars. Well, the intermediates, they were banging there for a few years, but anything over the 11 mark, it pays $300 to win no matter what. So that's a pretty cool deal. Anything over 16 is always a $500 to win. I just kept the same stuff, guys. I mean, I wish we could bump everything up crazily, but I mean, until, I mean, we get going and there's 150 cars there every week or something. Yeah, we'll revamp it all, man. I have no clue what's going to happen. You know, everyone kind of, you know, I'm up in the area. I know there's a lot of people excited, and a lot of people want to come, but will they actually do it? You know, and that's what scares me about, you know, new classes or even some old classes and just different things like that. And, you know, that's just part of, you know, having to cut some out and gain some. And like I said, the classes that we ain't going to have every single week like that, we still will probably add those classes into some portion throughout the year. It ain't like I'm going to be like, nope, never again. You know, it's just 10 classes, guys. I mean, now everybody's gonna be talking about going, did you see that Doe Run track? They run 27 classes. They just stayed the night.
There was a comment on here from Lucas Pajakovic. I know I butchered that.
Oh, I know him.
He transponder fee. So let's go ahead. I'll let you cover that. We discussed that today.
We discussed the transponder fee thing today. This is another thing I'm on the fence about as a racer, and then after seeing what we could do to everything, I don't know what to do about it, to be honest. I absolutely hate transponder fees. Hate it. I don't think you should have to pay for it. I mean, it is, you know, I understand that they're $30,000, $40,000 for a whole big, massive, you know, 4 cases set or whatever it is. I know they're really, really, really expensive. And I think that, you know, every track, when they first buy them or when it all come aboard, they should have charged a transponder fee for the first year or so. And as a racer, I don't mind to pay for that the first year or two, you know, when a track buys them or whatever. Now, speaking of that, I don't really know what to do in this situation because, you know, we just bought the track. So we really didn't pay. I mean, we're paying for the transponder fee, or we're paying for the transponders. So I don't know. They're not really paid for. So I don't really know what to do.
They're expensive. You got to do something.
You're already charging them $10 for the transponder fees, and that is going to pay for my payouts and stuff also. But also, I think what in the back of my mind, what I kind of think we should do is I think we're going to have a fee for the year if you want to pay the fee for the year. So my idea is, and you know, all this is tentative stuff. I know it was $10, and just to make it, you know, split the field. You know, everybody wants them for free. I still kind of want them for free, but in a track promotion deal, $10 times 80 cars, you know, you're talking $800 into the prize fund. So since it was $10 and everybody kind of wants it for free, I was going to kind of just go in the middle and say, you know what, let's just do $5 and we'll both, you know, agree with it, you know. And if you want to do it for the year, I think we'll throw out like a $50 a year. If you want to pay a yearly or whatever, I know that kind of sucks. And that's some of the stuff that I really hate even talking about, to be honest with you, because I wish it was free. But I think that if we did that's going to help in some of the payouts and stuff. And, you know, the track was very expensive and that's going to be a decent little thing. But, you know, a lot of the drivers reached out and asked me the same thing. Hey, what about the transponders? And, you know, it was $10 and I could just say, hey, we're just keeping it $10. It is what it is. And I think just going, you know, a 50-50 split with the drivers and doing a $5, that way, hey, you guys got a $5 break and, you know, we helped you out $5. I think we're both on the same page. And if that makes you mad, I guess I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, I think it's a decent idea where we still get a little money to throw back in our pay scale. And, you know, hopefully everybody's okay with that. It sucks. And I mean, it just costs a lot of money. And I think, you know, just somebody saying, hey, I'll give you $100 for that. And you say, you know, no, I want 150 for it. And then you guys meet in the middle at 125. I think we kind of just did that without having a whole bunch of drivers here to tell me that. But, you know, I think that's a fair deal. So hopefully, you just, you know, it'll be cool. And if you pay for the year, you know, that's badass. You know, it'll be a lot cheaper for you and we'll get a little more money up front and that's cool. But I think that's a good little deal. So
I'm moving to the Missouri side of the river. So
oh, snap.
Can I chime in on something real quick?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so if you read in the comments, you see a guy named Joshua Hawkins.
Yeah.
And a guy named Paulie Shrimp the third.
The third, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I know them both. Earlier I talked about those grudge matches, right? and I said I promoted a few of them.
I remember where I know
So,
where this is going. Yeah.
One of them was the two of them guys, and it kind of goes in where I said I'd bring my that modified out because, and it's funny is one of them doesn't want me to talk about this, and the other one does. So you could probably figure out which one won. But Josh Hawkins and a Sportsman, okay, Polly Shrimp and a Pro Mod, okay. Pro Mod should win that, right? No. Joshua Hawkins by like half a track. A bragging rights deal. He doesn't want me to talk about it because he lost. Sorry, not sorry, but Josh won. You know, I mean, just saying. I mean, Paulie should have won that, and he didn't. And Josh did. And another thing, Dome's coming up. And Joshua Hawkins got invited to the Dome. So he's going to run his A-Mod in the Dome. If you have not seen that car, I don't know if he posted on Facebook. I was talking to him and saw a picture of it, and oh man, such a nice ride. I'm so excited to see that thing go around the Dome.
So we're actually gonna
we're gonna do a Dome show here. We just got to kind of get it scheduled. And we're trying to
today, hopefully,
trying to get some people on board with it, and everybody's so busy putting their Dome car together. It's tough for them to do it, but yeah. Well, J.R. Henson, I mean, hopefully you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. It helps put a little money back in the price. And to be honest, man, I think the Outlaw Micros are going to be running for 500 every week.
Yeah,
I think they're going to be over the 16 cars, so 500 ain't bad. And I mean, realistically, it goes all the way down through the field where I didn't change a whole lot of it, but so to get in just for yourself, I know people bring their family and you're $200 or $300 in the hole, and that sucks. But if you got into racing, you know, to make money, I mean, you definitely got into the wrong thing. But you know, if you get even a top almost 14 or 15, you'll get your transponder money back. So, and if I can pull off this other deal, man, if the Outlaw Micros get over 21 cars, you know, your transponder fee really won't come into play too much at all. So we'll see. You know, I just hope everybody kind of is okay with it, but you know, it is what it is.
Paulie, I'm gonna go hide now.
So, Josh, are you in Mexico or are the race cars in Mexico?
Josh is in Mexico, I believe, on his honeymoon right now.
Okay,
they just got married a couple weeks ago, so congratulations to them.
Yeah,
but
congratulations, Josh.
Yeah, they're in Mexico on their honeymoon. Yeah. They'll be back. He's gonna run the Dome. Beautiful car, love it. Can't wait for it. So missed the opportunity to get the shirts. I didn't even see them.
It's
all right.
Joshua, you gonna be home next Sunday? Well, obviously, I'm sitting here pausing like I'm waiting on the answer, but
yeah.
Yeah, you guys are famous now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Austin's wanting to know about judgment rules.
Yeah. I mean, I have an opinion on that.
I have an opinion. I have something on all this. Well, here's one thing I will say, which not to bring negative, but back to it. But I am absolutely despise the restart rules and the beginning start rules at Doe Run. I hate it. It's confusing. No one understands it. And it's just complete chaos, in my opinion, because it seems to be like no one understands it. And then one person does it, one person does it. So from what the rule is, when the green flag drops, everybody's a free for all. You know, everybody just goes crazy, jumps out of line and does everything. We're done with that, man. I'm done with that. We're not doing all that jumping out of line, all that crap, you know, mostly on like a restart. The cone, I know the cone coming out of 4, that is your restart cone on this is restarts. This is not the beginning of the race. On a restart, that cone coming out of 4 is your, like what would be on the front stretch when you used to have a front stretch. You cannot do nothing. I don't care if the leader takes off and you're 20th place in the back. You follow the guy in front of you. No one passes until that cone. No jumping out of line, no nothing. That way there's no confusion. Nothing's going on. Everyone do not pass until you get past that cone. Now, if a guy in front of his car's dying and cutting out and you go around him or something, yeah, I guess that's called maybe a judgment deal, but don't mow him down because we said you can't go around him. Obviously, if we have a decent flag man and somebody that's up there and people in the corners that understand stuff, we're going to be like, hey, he went around that guy because his car was cutting out and doing all this kind of crap. So
the nice thing is we're going to have people working know what cars are supposed to do.
So that on a restart, that's what we're doing. My idea on a fresh start, like when you go out there for the feature, you're all lined up side by side, and the cones on the restart in the corner, still the same way. You stay behind everybody, no jumping out of line. When the green flag drops, I don't care. Everybody just follow everybody when you really shouldn't even be racing because you didn't pass the checkered flag anyway.
Right.
So, or you didn't pass the start flag anyway. So when you come around, it's 2x2, front to back. You jump out of line. You're probably going to either get dock spots right there, or we'll just call a restart and put you, a couple spots back, whatever the two spots. We haven't got into a lot of that, but we're done with the jumping out of line, everybody tearing each other's crap up and not understanding, or a car jumps out of line too early and they don't get penalized for it, or they do get penalized for it. We're avoiding that whole situation. Just if you start 10th, you're probably going to come around the cone and the start line in 10th, because the race hasn't even started yet, really. You're taking off. So in my opinion, it's the easiest way to do it. I know there's a million other opinions about it, but I personally don't like it because everybody jumps out of line, gets complete chaos, everybody gets tore up, and I've heard a million people complain that to me. So I think that's the way it should be. And well, if no one else likes it, I guess we'll figure it out. But I think that's the right decision.
There'll be a lot more coming on that stuff, guys.
Yeah, there's a lot more rules on stuff like that. That's just kind of my idea on it, man. I seen it so much last year where they're like, hey, that guy jumped out of line. Well, sometimes there's so much chaos going on in the front, you don't see that guy jump out of line and pass 13 cars.
Right.
So, and then everybody's complaining and bitching. Hey, did you see that guy? No, everyone accidentally didn't see that guy do that. So to get that out of the thing, just follow a nice line like you're at the drinking fountain and go past the cone. And then guess what? When you get past the cone, murder time, I guess. I don't know. Whatever you want.
That's when it's race time.
The
race
when it's
starts
race time.
at the line.
Yes. So once you get out of the cone, that's where you guys all take on the gas. That's either on a restart or a complete fresh start, anything. That's the way we're doing it. The green flag drops and you're in 20th and you get up to like 10th place by the time the flag stands up. I'm not cool with that. So we'll probably have a little more meeting about that, but everyone was on board with that. And I know there'll still be some people that don't like it, but I don't like people jumping off the start and doing all that. Plus it causes too much chaos and people their stuff gets tore up. Just take off on the start and follow the guy in front of you until you hit the cone. And yeah, it does suck when you're in the back and there's slow people back there and maybe you wrecked in your heat, but that's bad luck for the night, man. Everyone's going to get screwed sometime, someplace, somewhere, any track, and you're going to get screwed at Doe Run. I mean, something's going to happen you're not going to like, but man, ain't doing it intentional, man. Just come hang out and let's talk about it and let's rock and roll, man. It sucks, but that's racing, man. Everybody ain't gonna be happy, but that's we ain't doing no dead stop.
Yeah.
That guy's got his blow up doll
What is
out.
he doing? He does. He got
All right. You got anything else you want to talk about?
Something wants to shut her down.
He does. You
I
can
know.
tell.
He's like, there's only 108 left.
Yeah, I can't do this,
We're
man.
shutting her
Well,
down.
I'm going to bring up a little quick opinion on the judgment rules, if that's all right.
Yeah,
So,
Go for it.
now wrecks and stuff is different.
right.
I've
And
got
that's what I'm talking about.
okay. Like here's my idea on with the yellow flag, and you can kind of go with this. If you are involved with it, you are in the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
You are in the yellow. So some guy spins out, hits the wall, all kinds of stuff, and you spin out, and then you come up into the wreck.
You're in it.
You're in the
Keyword,
yellow.
into
Now,
the
here's
wreck.
the deal. If there's a whole bunch of people piled up and you stop 10 foot from it or 5 foot from it, you're not really in the wreck. So is that going to be a judgment call? I think probably yes. But yes and no. If you want to get your measuring stick out and be like, you said 5 or 10 foot and I was 5 foot from it or whatever, man, get out of here. I'm just saying, if it's a noticeable, now if you're coming in there and you spin out and you get up into the wreck, but you weren't involved with it at all, you're still in the wreck.
Yes.
It sucks, man, but that's part of it. And it's either that or every single person that stops goes to the back. So that's something that you kind of got to roll with. And I do get kind of upset when like somebody stops not to just cream somebody and they do get screwed and go to the back because it may look like they were in it or whatever. But if you're not that close to it, and I guess that is kind of a judgment call, man. I mean,
I still call it a no judgment call, but it's like someone who knows what they're looking for.
Yes.
It's no judgment call. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much what I was going to say.
you pull up
Same thing.
into the wreck, even though it wasn't nothing to do with you. I mean, it's a yellow on you, man. I mean, you go to the back, but if you stop and just to not hit the wall or not hit somebody and it's a little different. I get it. So if you're controlling your car not to just smoke everybody, I mean, I'm going to say that you're not going to get charged for a yellow, but you may get it. The flag man may not see it completely like that, or something may happen that might not be like that. But if you're not completely involved with the wreck, we're not going to try. But I mean, even if 10 people pile up in a wreck, you come around the corner and you still spin and you get up in the wreck, you're in the wreck.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't your start and it wasn't your fault.
Dylan kind of explains what we're saying here in this comment,
like
exactly how we're trying to say it. Basically, if you come to a stop and your car is under your control, then you're not a part of the wreck.
Yeah.
But if you spin to come to a stop to avoid the wreck, you're in the wreck.
Yeah. And all that, we'll get to a lot more rules and stuff. I didn't want to dive into a whole bunch of that kind of stuff right off the bat, just because we still got all that to work out. Like I said, we had 2 days.
Yeah.
And I think we got pretty far with 2 days of, things going on. So, but yeah, I mean, if you, I guess that's about all. I guess we may let Sutton shut her down.
All right.
Yeah, he loves shutting it down, man. every single time. So, guys, super pumped, super excited. Never really thought this would really happen. Didn't really think anything about it, but I'm pumped. I'm excited. I hope all you guys are, man. I mean, I know this is a long stretch, but let's just try to have some fun. Come out there, bring it back, man. Get your people back involved. Spread the word, man. And we got to get some carts out there, get some kids back, get, everyone just, let's get everybody back, man. Have some fun and not worry about all the negativity and forget about what's happened and let's roll, man. Let's roll with it.
Like I said the other day, let's go racing in St. Francis County.
Yeah, what a great week, man.
Yes,
what an awesome week, guys.
Thanks for having me on, guys, by the way. Pretty cool to be the first time to come on twice in 1 week, I guess.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But
That's about it, guys. We just,
Good night, Lexi. Love you.
super pumped, man, and super excited about all of it. And hopefully, everybody don't get too mad at me. I mean, we're going to do the best I can, and you're still going to hate me one night or another, but let's talk about it, man. Yep. You guys have an issue, we'll talk about it.
There's going to be, guys, what you got to realize, there's going to be nights things don't go your way, things go against you, mistakes will be made, but it's the way things are handled after that is where we're hoping to see an improvement. I say it's Jeremy, let things settle for a day before, and then just have a conversation. That's I don't know the right way to say this, so I'm trying not to, I'll just.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're just trying to bring it on to the new year, new positivity. Everybody, I'm sure we'll get a lot more, opinions and a lot more stuff that, we're going to take into considerations because, hey, this is new, man.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I think I do.
Doe City's getting love in the comments.
I know.
people want some Doe City.
Yeah, we're going to.
So it's funny because
Thanks, Billy.
the next day after Jeremy first told me this, I made a Doe City Raceway logo and then under it put that little track south of Farmington just for a little fun. But I never posted that publicly. But that's the great thing now. We've been dropping hints here and there. And
it's been fun. And I mean, we're going to roll with this all winter, guys. I mean, we might not be able to get to the track, do a whole lot of stuff. Right now, we're kind of getting some things going. Like I said, our Facebook page is not us right now. I don't really know what it is, to be honest. So anything that's on it, don't take it, don't do anything with it. I mean, I don't know what's going on with it. We should get it back maybe a week or so. We'll post a bunch of stuff, parking, different things like that. We're going to try to get it way ahead of the game on some stuff like that. That way we can get stuff going, and we'll get more rules out there, get more things like that. That's about it, guys. I just hope everybody gets as excited as me and really wants to come back out to the track and let's have some fun.
Let's make Doe Run great again.
Yeah,
there you go.
Let's get it.
Dirty right rear raceway.
We
DRR. I mean,
it's the same.
Yeah.
Same logo, but guys, like we, just recap. Doe Run's sold. It's ready to rock. I'm gonna do what I can with it. I got a great team of they're not all here. Like I said, we are going to look for some workers. Anybody that kind of knows some people. I am looking to try to get some EMS firefighters, some guys that maybe want to do like that. Anybody kind of wants to help out or do anything, man. I mean, we're definitely gonna need some infield guys, some stuff like that. We got some people back. What else we got? Just to recap a little bit of.
Stephen Fish wants to know if he can bring his Doe Run DRR water truck Facebook page back.
Oh yeah, we can bring that back. .com son 67. But yeah, we just I'm pumped, guys. Let's just let's hype this up all winter and get some stuff going, and that's about all I got, man. Let's do it.
So, the great part to me is now, the Dirty Right Rear podcast, we're going to be busy. We got two local tracks to support now, or to promote.
Dirty Right Rear podcast, official podcast, and Doe Run Raceway,
and
Farmington Empire.
Boy, isn't that awesome to say after last year? But something me and Jeremy talked about today. It's like the bad part is, we're gonna have our hands full. He's really gonna have his hands full with the track. Yeah. You are gonna have your hands full, and then. I'm going to be involved a little bit I can here and there, but just as the podcast goes, we're going to have two local tracks to cover every week. So
yeah, it's going to be tough. And we still have all our other tracks, we're not going to let them leave them out. I mean, they made us what we were. So, I mean, obviously we're going to be talking a lot about our other stuff, but we're not going to leave all that stuff out. And
yeah, we'll still talk a lot about SIR, Coles County.
Yeah.
So we're going to have our plates full.
It's going to be pretty cool, man. It just, I'm pumped. I mean, I'm ready to go, guys. Let's just let's do it. And,
gold chains for everybody.
Yep. This might have to be the victory.
There we go.
Feature winning.
Well, hey, we had all the adults hop on board last year, so we need a sponsor for gold chains. So anybody interested in sponsoring gold chains, let us know.
I forgot how much I even paid for all these, but I bought a shit ton of them. Yeah, the chain.
Yeah.
But, okay, guys. Yeah, that's it. Anybody knows anybody wants to help, or got any ideas or anything? Shoot them to us. Let us know, and we'll rock and roll, man. Let's just blow this up all winter and spread the word for me, guys, and pray for me,
guys. If you haven't yet, share this out there. Let's get this word out because, like I said, we don't have access to the Doe Run page yet, so let's share this through the Dirty Right Rear podcast page for now. And you guys do an awesome job of supporting us, so. Just do one little thing and hit that share button for us, please.
Okay, guys. We'll see you later.